Hello, this is Blizzard KB, and this is a review of Tony Fisher's Golden Cube, the golden version, the second set. I made a previous video where I showed the Tony Fisher's Golden Cube Lunar New Year set, and I mentioned in the text of my review that there were some imperfections along the edges. So this review is to look at the second set and see if any of those problems with the edges have been fixed from the first run. I am going to be comparing them with the previous set. So let me start turning this one. This is the new one, the second version. So I'm turning it to a section and then rotating again. If I can bring this close enough to the camera, I think I'll be able to show there's a line there. It shows a bit of an imperfection. So whatever process was used to metallize the cubes, it was not able to reach this corner. I'm going to turn it around and see if there's any other edges. And over here, it may be faint, but I think I can bring it reasonable distance to the camera. There is a mark where my finger is that shows a slight imperfection along the edge of the cube. And this shows up actually on several different areas of this cube, and this is the new cube. I'm going to set this down and aside, and I'll bring in my first run, Tony Fisher's Golden Cube, to see what's going on with this one. And as you can see on here, there's a slight blemish, and it's not from dirt, it's just something that happened as part of the process. And I'm going to turn to the same area in a general way that I did last time. And if I can bring this close enough to the camera, I think I will be able to show that there's a few little blemishes along the edges. So again, whatever process they use to metallize the cubes, it's not able to reach every single area. I'm also going to bring in the copper cube, rotate to the same general area, and see if there's a trend going on here. And as you can see again, there's a problem with this edge where my finger is. Now if I turn all of these cubes the same way, you start to see a trend. I'm going to rotate this one as well to the same area. Let's see. And it seems that in the same area you have the same problem. I'm going to rotate this one so that I have the same area. Now these three cubes are turned the same directions, and I will point out the same area in all three of the cubes that I've turned. Over here there's an error. Over here where my finger is, here's another error in the same spot. And over here as well, the same error. So whatever process they were using, I have to assume that they were clamping it at some point and that same area wasn't fully exposed to whatever they were using to metallize the cubes. And so it's basically some of the same spots everywhere on all the cubes where the metal wasn't able to reach. That being said, these are very good looking cubes. I don't want to take away from the looks of these cubes. They're very good looking cubes. And if you can, you should go ahead and pick up one of these cubes as soon as you can. They're very fun to play with. They're a bit larger than you might think. They're a little bigger than a regular Rubik's 5x5, but they're very fun to play with. And they look great, despite those minor blemishes that I sometimes point out in these videos. Again, this is Blizzard KB, and this is a review of Tony Fisher's Golden Cube, the second run.